Cameron again, doing another episode of my YouTube channel, Wayne Cameron Trumpet Solutions. I've had requests for several videos. The one that's requested the most is talk about how to warm up or why to warm up. There are a lot of warm-up books out there for sale, and it's not that they're bad, it's just that if you do everything they say, it lasts about 45 minutes to an hour, and most people, your lip shot after that. So your warm-up's not really to shoot your lip, it's to get all your primary functions and fundamentals in position so you can go on to more advanced work. Now, in my opinion, if you can't warm up in about 10 to 15 minutes, something's wrong. Now, I'm assuming with this video that your fundamentals are in good shape. If you watch my other videos on breathing, embouchure firmness, tongue arch, if you have made progress on those three things, then the warm-up we talk about today will do you some good. Just about everybody that I know who plays well have their own routine that they play. And in a sense, it really doesn't matter what you play, it's what you're trying to do while you play. Some people have got some extreme things, like I knew a trombone player once who played long tones for 2 hours. Well, if I played long tones for 2 hours, I'd shoot myself in the head. It's the most boring thing I've ever heard of. But he had convinced himself that he had to play long tones for 2 hours. Then you got the students who pick up their trumpet, put the mouthpiece in, and they screech all over the place, run it all over the horn. And they claim that helps them warm up. When you ask them why they warm up, what they're trying to accomplish, they say things like, well, I've got to get my lip loose, or I've got to warm my horn up, I've got to warm my mouthpiece up, and all this kind of rigmarole. If you're trying to warm your mouthpiece up, just put it in your pocket while you're walking over to practice. If you want your horn warmed up, run some warm water through it. But those aren't the reasons you warm up. Now, in my opinion, these are the things you watch for when you warm up. The first thing you want to do is you want to make sure your breathing is correct. So before you play, you take a couple deep breaths, like I said in some of my videos. You breathe them down low, blow it out to where you review to your body what's got to happen, okay? It's kind of like every night when you go to bed, your playing puzzle comes apart. So every day when you begin to play again, you need to put your puzzle back together. Now, on some days, it goes together really easy. On other days, not so easy. But I'll try to give you some insight into how to do that. So you breathe a little bit, breathing from down low, making sure you're very relaxed in your abs when you breathe. Then if you watch my video on embouchure development, I've suggested that you do free buzzing. That helps develop the strength in your corners and allows the middle of your embouchure to stay relatively relaxed in comparison to the corners. So you work on your air support, you free buzz a little bit. Then you start on the easiest scale that you can play. Now, I played the D scale, D major, and I would free buzz a D, and then I'd play the D, and free buzz a D, and free buzz a D, and play it to make sure that my embouchure was set for a low D. Then I would play the D, and I would go up the scale very slowly, just to A, like this, making sure that I was increasing my air support on each note. Don't wait 2 or 3 notes, because then you get behind, like you've heard me say on my other videos. And I'm firming the corners on each note, making sure that the air and the firm corners are coordinated. And then I increase up to a whole octave. Now I'm checking my tongue arch, which you've heard me talk about many times, saying the letter E as you go up and down. So very simply, I play a D scale up and back down, coordinating these three things. Now normally that only takes a couple of minutes. I mean, it's not a big deal. Then I'll maybe do an E flat scale, increase the range a little bit, increase the range a little bit more, maybe get up to an F or a G scale. Still coordinating these three things to where my response is effortless in the middle. Firm corners, tongue arch, supporting from the bottom on each note as you go up. Don't play 4 or 5 notes with the same air support, then you get behind, like you've heard me say before. This is very crucial. So you're putting your playing puzzle back together. You're putting all the fundamentals that are essential for good playing back together, just like a puzzle. Then I would go on and do some lip slurs, simple lip slurs, not running all over the place. Then I do my range studies, which I'm going to talk about in a few minutes. I do my range studies, and then I would get into what I call your maintenance routine, which I'll talk about on a separate video. Most professionals or advanced players I know develop a maintenance routine that allows them to maintain their basic fundamental skills at a professional level. If you're a beginner or you're a middle school player or even a high school player who's playing third cornet, you probably aren't advanced enough to worry too much about a maintenance routine. But this warm-up will help you play better. Now, if you have any questions about this, I welcome all comments on my YouTube channel. So, I'll see you later. Thank you a lot.